Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Outer Worlds. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today in Stellar Bay as we look around. In fact, as we just go upstairs, really, we have a machine over here. But we were here last episode. In fact, we came from over here, talked to Miss Worker over there. I'm not if that's their real name. And we got fish. I wonder if this is salt tuna. I doubt it. It's just normal fish. Maybe normal tuna even. Not that I'm guessing that salt tuna is a type of tuna. This terminal is only to be used for official work on behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries. Let's look at the personal files and hack this stuff up. Please enter the name of the employee whose file you want to view. Echt. Braxton Echt's files are filed with Saltuna breeding charts. Sorry, not filed. Filled with Saltuna breeding charts, various pharmacological formula, and musings on why Saltuna seem to prefer Borston beans over plain Borsthurst. So that you feed them Borston beans? Please enter the name of the employee. Well, I guess that's that, really. Let's see, we have messages to Hecht over here. The fish tank in 23A are looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine. Make it in. Huh. But you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. This is to Mr. Nandy. Yeah. We really need to talk about the Saltuna situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get the sales up. I wonder if they don't know that they've been abandoned, or I wonder if I have mistaken what the situation is for over here. Brax, seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 shifts. This is getting ridiculous, even for you. Interesting. We got the vermin over here, not taking it. I mean, I could. More importantly, we have the easiest thing ever.
You got that?
Oh, yeah. Not a problem whatsoever. Where's the money? Where does it... It doesn't say the money here? You don't say the price of things anymore, or... I'll take the jeweled ring. Yeah. I would say anymore. I'm not sure. The game might have been patched in between last episode and this one. I don't know. Either way. I hope they didn't take that away. Or if they did, that they include an option to bring it back, because otherwise you might as well just stay calm and look at things later. So. We've met everybody.
Velma's not so bad, as long as you avoid her stress.
Yeah, I do need to meet Velma. Anyway, let's look at our missions over here. And can go by location. We have Monarch. We have space itself. Let's see. Radio-free Monarch. The information broker promised to find the location of the chemicals needed by Phineas. The problem is he hasn't delivered the intel on time. So I need to speak to Naoka at Stellar Bay. Let's go ahead and do that right now. And that way we have a little bit of a better... we could have also followed the mission that we were in, I suppose, because that's what we came here for. But too late for that now. Also, let me make sure I did... Yeah, I did explore everything, didn't I?
Oh, it does work.
Unless I didn't.
To cover up the salt.
I'm not sure I entered through... No, we didn't. We were just going around. There's people talking. MSI technicians. Celia Robbins and Sonyar Nandi. Wait. No, that's not you. Who do I need to talk to? Nyoka, that's right. I knew it had an N in the name. What is that? Oh, those are plants. Okay. I thought it was way worse than that. Residents. Just them going around, or not going around. And then some guards. And, I think I'm going in circles now. I am not going in circles. Grim!
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised?
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Yeah, what are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Me? I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
So what I said before about them not knowing that the board has cut them off. Yeah, the board has cut them off. The problem is why were they trying to deal with the board to be able to increase the sales of salt tuna? Does the board only cut them off like partially or something? Is Stellar Bay really that isolated? I'm gonna ask.
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Yeah, you're not what I expected to find in Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Yeah, they are
Did you
there.
just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Felix, we've been out there. We've been out there. Are you saying the board has been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. Do you think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
You mean this poster right here?
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Tossball blocker? I wonder what it is. Is it this thing? It is! Spacer's Choice, level 3 crap weapon. Maybe it isn't.
You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here, too? Gets real quiet.
I suppose it does.
Hey, hold on
What?
there. I gotta sign you in.
Okay, so when you play this game, don't land on the wrong side of the planet. Why do they allow me to land on the wrong side of the planet? It's not made for that. Like, he just reacted to me as if I had just showed up. You saw that line. That line was supposed to be the introduction line. But they're not programmed for the other way around. Who made the decision of allowing me? Or rather, who made the decision of programming in a different... nobody's here, right? A different entry route. I mean, I like that it was a different introduction to the planet. It was a super rough introduction to the planet. But, you know, a little bit of a break from not combat, I suppose. And also, we did half of it, and now we're gonna do the other half. So, you know, maybe it's gonna be good and better, I should say. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I was trying to look at the name. Worker. Okay, so we do need to go in there, to the Yacht Club. I'm not sure I pronounced that properly. Bennett.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
I've got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Your neighbors probably aren't missing your company either, come to think of it.
And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
Oh, really? Board-affiliated town booted. Okay, that's interesting. Sanjar here being... You miss the good old days?
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Melancholic. I'm pretty sure. I must be... That's not the first time I see that. Was it in this game, though? In this year, it was anyway. In a Let's Play that I have done, I've seen the word melancholy used as a an adjective. It's a noun. Melancholic. It's like saying, you know, my government is I was gonna say democratic, because that would be for democracy, but it actually doesn't sound too bad if I say my government is democracy, even though it is not correct. But anyway, I'll leave you be. You know what I mean? There's a noun and there's an adjective. Melancholic. Am I wrong on that? I might be wrong on that, because obviously not a...
Wrap musk and Cainidize, right here.
Not a native speaker. You're what now?
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Oh, they're not for eating. I was gonna say the tongue sounds interesting. Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Did we ever meet Pickett? Parvati, you know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a mantiqueen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially.
Yeah, have you seen a mantiqueen? Because I have, and it's bad.
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them.
That's true. Where have you seen a mantiqueen? Was it in the same place I saw the mantiqueen?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him?
Yeah.
I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
I was gonna say probably met his bones already or something. Sure, I can keep an eye out for him.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
It could be. About Mr. Pickett.
Yeah, you find him yet?
No.
Like what?
I asked to talk about something else. Trade.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Okay, you're about to not sell much either. I can sell my junk. There you go. And a bunch of other... Can I see the tongue? Is that tongue in here? We got tumors, meat, and gland, and hide, and no tongue. Dang it. Oh, you can repair... No, I don't need you to repair my stuff. I can sell you some of this stuff, though. It's all good, isn't it? Let's see. This is automatic pistol. We got a plasma carbide, a stun baton ultra, tossball blocker. Yeah, that one isn't special, is it? No. Yeah, so I can sell that. Then over here, basically keep the things that I have. I'll see you later. Probably not gonna steal. That's empty. Not gonna steal from you. So, did we... Yeah, we came in through this gate.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Hi.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Your child is missing? Where'd you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
We're jumping to conclusions here about how old this boy is. I don't know. I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Everything points to him being a little boy, indeed. But she could still be talking in sort of figurative speech, as it were. I am not sure this is where we got in, though. I know I just said it, but there's definitely things back here. What is this? A flamethrower? Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't need the ammo. I'll get the ammo when it's easy to get, like in places where it's not marked as stealing, so I don't need to look around. Okay, so if we didn't come in through here, which we didn't, then that means the other quest of rescuing people was for the gate we didn't come in through, and her quest is actually from the gate we did come in through, because that's to the southwest. That's where we're supposed to go, which means we can still go around a little bit more. Zeng's Emporium has been discovered. But I also wanted to just go into the middle of town and have a chat with the people who are in charge or something. Hi. Okay, you're not. You don't say anything. We got one of these machines, which is good. We have a thing over here. Clean dead mantis swarms from air filters. Purchase gaskets. Do not buy from Sebastian again. Those look like they had been sitting in a rapt's belly. Get fish oil from Velma, ask Catherine for a resupply, and bother Sanjar about walls. That is the to-do list over there from Zeng Shuren. That's what we saw then. Ooh. I wonder what this is. Grain? Or fish? It could be anything. Could be fish stuff. What is that? Tobacco ear? Oh yeah, it's multiple things. Excuse me.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I just like to trade.
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
I don't know what to say about are they then not final? Because I think, can't you buy back? Yeah, they're not final. So this is for buying. We have a lot of stuff in here. We also have, why is that locked? Oh, because I don't have reputation here. We can have trucker caps to increase our heavy weapons. That's quite something. Okay, thank you. Thank you? Sure. I'll see you later, I suppose. Just looking into the middle of town, which I didn't really want to do, to be honest. On account of it being a little bit disorienting. Because I know if I circle around and looking at the outer wall, I know I've been everywhere. And then I can do the same for the inner wall. That sounds good. Also...
Help! Someone's been killed!
Oh, crap. Okay, you're scripted. You're good. You're good to go. You can wait a little bit. Somebody had told me that they have fake windows. In the comments. Did we see this before? I'm sure we have. And I just missed it. Because it's sort of easy to think of it as, it's just, excuse me, just, you know, just either something's going on, it doesn't matter. But no. The buildings, it's really weird, because you'd think that you'd put these windows on the inside, not on the outside. And I think that's precisely the point. It's like that city in, I don't know where that city was. So it's a famous city with people who live there. There was this one city where it's in the Soviet Union, or ex-Soviet Union. So I don't know if it's Russia or if it's another country. I have the impression it's another country, like in Belarus or something like that. But one that is famous to just have been renovated or redecorated in the front of the buildings, and everything else was not. So it was good for the pictures, but not for everything else. And I don't know names, so yeah, basically. As far as I know, there is one such city. I've seen photos of it, and you can tell, like, you can tell. So it's I think it might be like a similar situation where the writers of the game want to convey that it is important for the company that things look good, even if the life of the people who live in the houses are not necessarily good. Because there are artificial windows that work very nicely, and look like windows, and you can even sort of think that there's depth to them as well with the light, because you can make some tricks with things. So, Talmajker.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I think you were being sick already. Are you alright?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Yeah, I would be sick too. I hate it when flies. I was gonna add. Nope, it's that I hate it when flies. Then again, we don't have cockroaches, so we kind of need the flies for some things. As in the ecosystem and whatnot. Here in Portugal, I should say, we don't. But, no, I mean, I'm sure there's cockroaches around. I've never seen one in my entire life. Flies, though, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, that's not the dead body. I can do this, right? Tech kit. Yeah, sure. To Nandi. Mr. Nandi, sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia's keeping up there, but she works for you, right? Do you think you could talk to her about it? And then to Isaac. Can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms. And a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours. I know because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day and night. But maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly. I have rather... At least he closes the door. Braxton does. I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Yeah. It's a thing. Close the doors quietly. I mean... Or close the doors at all. Again, as I said, it's a good thing Braxton closed the doors at all.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
I think it might be. Let's hope that it is. So we have a person, name, victim. Victim knows her name, just like that. Money around here, which you'd think, okay, there's blood splatter, and there's a lot of blood. This is a brutal assassination here. Maybe I was gonna say the victim. I guess we can treat the victim by their first name. Maybe victim was cooking or something. I mean, I don't see a stove. This is a stove. We got some ammo. We have purple berry crunch. Maybe the guy killed was a crime of passion or something because of the purple berry crunch. What is this? This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called, quote, mostly colonists, unquote. It's from left field tossball betting. The The stainless steel rat is the name of the quest. I still haven't leveled up. In the toilet, or not toilet, in the... Those are cool lamps. Like those. We have another thing over here. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. That's not a suitcase. That's a handbag. I think. I'm pretty sure that's a handbag. I'm not sure. I don't have either one of those, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so we're going to continue our investigations in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Outer Worlds. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.